Hi, my name's Kaylee. Today I'm going to tell you about all the things that we have loved for Rowan between the ages of 6 months and 9 months. So he's just hit 9 months, so we thought we'd just go through what we've been loving. So here is not a toy, but here's my tip for you at this age. He wants everything he shouldn't have. So I have this cheap plasticky phone case. It looks a bit grotty. My jeans have stained it a bit, but I do actually wipe this down with like anti-bac wipes. But there's a tip: give them the case and then they stop grabbing your phone and pushing it off and smashing it. Kind of. So one of the first ones is these soft blocks, and I see you looking at my soft block. They come in a little bag like this, which I quite like because I can just shove them in the car if we go out for a day. You know, if we're going to spend the day at my mum's. They're really easy to travel with, and they're soft so you can't like hit himself with the corners or anything. But one of his favourite things to do with anything like this is to... You like bashing them, don't you? Just like that? Are you bashing it on your hand though? Okay. My problem with these is... I dropped it on the floor. They come in a box like this that looks like it would fit 9 in, and it looks like 9. But one of them is actually a cardboard block, and I don't know why. And I keep the cardboard box because otherwise when you put them away there's a gap, and that bothers my brain. So I have to keep the cardboard box. Why couldn't they just put all 9 in? That makes sense, doesn't it? Maybe someone knows, I don't know. But there's 8 and it looks like 9 and it really annoys me. This. It's like a dome with balls, and when you press it, it spins and the balls pop around. I've seen loads of versions of this, and this has been something that when he's been like inconsolable with teething and we're waiting for Bonjela or Calpol or whatever to kick in, I just put this in front of him and it stops him crying. You love it, don't you? Okay. He's going to end up with a big pile of toys in a minute. He just loves it. The next one is this, which is a Fisher-Price remote control. Our TV plays through the Xbox, so it all runs through it, so we control the TV with the Xbox remote, and he is forever trying to grab it. So we bought him this on a whim when we were in the supermarket and we saw it, and it's been a godsend because he kept like knocking it off, trying to grab it and pressing it and just messing with settings. I'm not very good with technology, so like my husband would be at work and he'd press something on the Xbox remote before I could stop him, and he'd be like, change all the settings, and I'd be like, David, TV won't work. I see you. How many toys do you want? So we give him that and it distracts him from our Xbox remote, and he really likes playing with it. Another thing that he's been really loving is this. It's an early learning centre ball. It's from the Blossom Farm range. It's got a furry side. It's got a jingly in it. And if you've got a kid at this age, you'll probably know they're going to get pretty obsessed with tags if they haven't already. He is obsessed with labels. He plays with them on his muslin, on his clothes, on my clothes. If there's a tag and he can see it, he's got to get it. So he just plays with tags on the ball, but what I like is that it's got these like flaps. And on one side there's a cartoon cow and underneath there's a real cow, and they're crinkly and they're like tags, and he is pretty obsessed with that. So another toy type thing, but this is also kind of a toy thing, I suppose. At 6 months you'll probably start weaning them, and this is a high chair toy. He's got 2 of these. He's got 2 of most things like this, because we used to spend before the UK coronavirus lockdown, like every other night at my mum's. We're really close, and I don't know why we bothered moving out. But so he's got like his own high chair there. He's got one of these, but it's different. The one he's got at my mum's is a nubby one. This one's the one we picked up from Smith's. I like this one more. It's got like little ribbons on, which again I like the tags. And he just seems to play with this one more, but it just sticks onto his high chair table. and keeps him busy. I don't like to eat him when he's eating, but sometimes, so what I try and do is get him to eat at the same time so that he's busy while we're eating and we can actually eat. But sometimes he finishes first, or he's not particularly hungry that day, so he doesn't eat a lot, and then he's fussing and we're trying to eat, so that's into his high chair tray and he'll be really good. I also like it, it's not huge, it's big for some people I suppose, but we do put it in a happy bag if we were to go out for like a meal with friends. It's really good. Okay. You can just pop it on the table, so when he's sitting on my knee, if he won't go in his chair, he can play that at the table. So, just clip it. Keeps him busy. Yeah, and like while we're waiting for food and stuff, he's getting bored. Yeah, so we really get on with that well. What else in our toy box? You looking? What's in this toy box? The other toys that he has been really loving have been like big toys, so maybe I'll try and put some clips in. So another one of Rowan's favourite toys around this age has been his cookie jar. It's like a shape sorter, but when you put the shapes in, it sings little songs and tells you what they are. He's not quite able to put them through the correct holes at the minute, but when you pull them out or just drop them through the top, it makes a noise as well, sings a little song, and also she's got like a light up button nose that you can press. So he doesn't exactly sort the shapes with it, but he does play with all the shapes and enjoys her singing songs, and he's spent loads of time playing with that. You'll just have to excuse the massive pile of DVDs in the background of this video, because we were having a big clear out, so that's why there's the biggest pile of DVDs ever. I think we got rid of nearly 200 DVDs because Dave is a little bit obsessed with DVDs. Another one that he's really played with, and we've absolutely gotten our money's worth out of this one, it was an investment but it was a Christmas present, is his bouncer. He's always loved bouncing in our arms and stuff. It's got loads of toys on, he can teethe on it and play with it as well. We don't leave him in there for too long obviously. He has spent hours in this bouncing and it's one of his favourite things to do. He also spends a lot of time playing with this leapfrog toy. It's a Leapfrog Learning Safari play space. We got this on sale for only £20 just after Christmas, so it's a bit of a bargain, and it goes in a position like you can see now, but also it stands up, so that kind of U shape tilts upright. It plays loads of songs, it's got balls that go through the chute that he can catch at the other side. He stands up with it and it holds onto it for balance, and he has spent hours playing with this toy. It's absolutely been one of his favourites. And then he's also been spending a lot of time with this walker. It's just a push along one, like you can see. We didn't want to get one of the ones he sits in because we'd got the bouncer instead, and also there isn't much walk room in our house, so anything too bulky I don't think he would get very far with it. So this one's a bit easier and he's less likely to clobber the dog with it. One of the main things that he loves, and it's been something he's loved, it's always been his favourite thing, is us, me and Dave, or his grandparents and stuff. He just likes making silly faces, putting this over his face and going, "Where's he gone? I see," and playing peekaboo, and just, he likes learning and clapping and headbutting us. So, as much as we love all those toys, he just likes playing with us. Yeah! He's absolutely loves books. Board books are brilliant because he really likes ripping up paper. And one of my tips here is if your kid, like Rowan, wants to rip the pages when you're reading them, because we do have board books, but it's hard to find good storybooks in board books. You can get them, but we have like a lot of paperback ones, is that he likes tapping and scratching things. So what I do is I get his finger and he'll normally have it like that, and we tap the words as I talk. Obviously he doesn't read, he's a baby, but it distracts him from trying to rip the page if we kind of tap the words as we go. It might not work for everyone, but it really, really works for him, doesn't it? Mwah. Yeah. Yeah. So, some of the books we love is these That's Not My books. We don't use these for bedtime because they're quite interactive and they're not very good for getting you in the mood for sleeping, because they get you so excited, don't they? but every page has got stuff that you can feel. It's got like fluff and like Velcro, and you like touching them, don't you? Yeah, playing with that. So they've been one of our favourites. Another one of our favourites is, which I'll quickly throw in, is this Jabberwocky book, which is, if you don't know, a poem from the Alice in Wonderland. You've probably heard of it. In the newer version, the Jabberwocky's like the monster. It's like a poem in the original book, but they simplified it and put pictures in. It's a very nonsensy little poem type thing, but I like that it's quite nonsensy, and there's a lot of like noises, like good noisy sounds to make with them, like, you know, when you're trying to get them to talk, like jub jub, I don't know, just stuff like that that he really seems to enjoy. And I think it's really good for encouraging him to say words, even if they're a bit nonsensical. Just making new sounds is really good for them. So we like that, don't we? Obviously he's teething a lot. He's currently got 4 teeth, so we are using a lot of teethers. He still loves Sophie. That's Sophie the giraffe. But he uses all his teethers still quite heavily, and all his teething medication. I have made a teething video, so if you want to check that out, I'll pop a link in the description for it. So I'd say that's everything that's kind of new for this phase. Obviously we're still using a lot of the old stuff, and there's a lot of just generic stuff that we obviously use, but I think that's everything that's been new for this little phase for him. And we're excited to move on to the next phase, aren't we? But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. We're going to post some more videos like this, and we're probably going to do some of what we're doing in our days on lockdown. Thanks for watching. Bye!